You know it's going to be a good week when you get to work and the battery on the truck is flat. Got to work last night to put my stuff into the truck and start my week, and yeah, battery flat, couldn't do anything, which meant I had to wait till this morning for someone to jump start me. So I had to be up at 2 o'clock this morning, into work for 2:30. Still made it to my delivery on time this morning, 6:30 in Wales, and now I'm on my way back to go and do a trailer swap to go back to Wales. Today is going to be a long day. You're probably wondering what I left on to make the battery go flat. And the answer is, I don't know. Haven't a clue. Last time I went away for the weekend, I made the mistake of leaving the fridge on and yeah, battery drained. So this time I remembered to turn the fridge off. Of course, the lights on this truck are all automatic, so yeah, they come on when they need to come on, of course, when the engine's running. So it can't have been that either, so I haven't a clue what it is. The last time it did happen though, I did end up needing new batteries about 2 weeks later. I just hope that doesn't happen again, because it's only been about 8 weeks since I've had these batteries. Been back to the yard and done my trailer swap. Now I'm on my way back to Wales. Filled up with screen wash and AdBlue in the yard, and I need to stop for fuel, so I'm going to do that at Lee Delamere. Get a 15-minute break in as well whilst I'm at Lee Delamere. Fill up with fuel afterwards, and then it's going to be make it back as far as I can tonight, because tomorrow I've got the same thing, 2 containers to Wales. I think the second one tomorrow though I've got to go and get from the docks, so we'll have to see later on whether the boss has managed to get someone to get that for me, or whether I'm going to have to do a dock run in between my 2 runs, which will be better if they get it, but also worse because it will mean another trailer swap if they go and get it, but it means a trip to the docks if they don't. So I'm not sure which is worse really. Last container delivery of the day has now been done. Now I've got to go and find somewhere to park up for the night. I've got about an hour's working time left on a 15-hour day, but I've only got about 20 minutes drive time before I need to take a 30-minute break to reset my drive time. So I know there's a lay-by about 15 minutes away, so that's where I'm going to aim for. It's never normally busy at this time of night, and it's on quite a quiet road, so yeah, that's where we're going. Got parked up last night in the lay-by I wanted to get to, and I had about 5 minutes left before I needed to take a 30-minute break. And yeah, worked out that I wasn't going to get much further down the road, so spent the night there rather than moving on any further. And started at 2 o'clock this morning, straight back to the yard, swapped trailers, into Lee Delamere this morning to get myself a bacon roll and a cup of tea. And then I got up to the delivery site for about 7:20, so about 40 minutes early, because I had a 8 o'clock booking. And I was literally minutes under my 4.5 hour driving time as well. So had my break whilst being unloaded, and then pulled off bay after that. And sorted out all the doors and stuff like that for the container. Now I'm about to go back over the bridge, back into England, and unfortunately I have got to go to the docks. The boss hasn't been able to get the clearance and the pin numbers and the reference numbers that she needs to get the box out any sooner, so I've got to go down to the docks to get it myself. The downside to that is I'm going to run out of driving time before I make it back up here tonight, because from where I deliver in Wales down to Southampton docks, it's a 3-hour drive, and then I need 3 hours to get back up here. But as I said, I've already done 4.5 hours today, so yeah, it's not going to happen. It's going to be about half an hour short. As often happens, there's been a change of plan. I'm now not going to the docks, someone else is going to go down for me. And the main reason for that is you have to get clearance to take the empty containers into the docks, and they tell you where they're going to be allocated. Whether they're going straight into the docks or whether they're going into one of the storage yards from one of the other companies around the docks. And the boss hasn't had the authorization emails to tell us where these boxes are going to. So she's told me to go back, and someone else is going to take a different empty down to the docks, which means I've not got to do it. Which means I actually have got a chance of making it to my delivery tonight rather than having to deliver it first thing in the morning. Back at the yard, I was talking to the boss, and unless the plan changes, it looks like I'm doing these runs for the rest of the week. So I am running backwards and forwards between our yard, the docks and the delivery site in Wales. I've got this delivery to do this afternoon, where I will be running out of time because I didn't go back to the docks. I went back to the yard and trailer swapped. It's made it a little bit quicker for me, so it means I can get back up here and deliver tonight. Does mean though another early start tomorrow, so I can be down to the docks, and I'm definitely going to the docks tomorrow. I've got a booking number and everything, and that is to get a container for tomorrow afternoon to come back up here to Wales, and then I've got to make my way back tomorrow, and then I'm back up here twice on Friday. So yeah, I think I'm definitely going to be sick of the M4 by the end of this week, if I wasn't sick of it already. That has to be the quickest I have ever been sorted out whilst down at the docks. I got into the docks at 5 to 6. I had a 6 till 7 slot, and you're allowed in 5 minutes early. And it's 10 past 6 and I'm already leaving. Container on, everything. Yeah, that's like never happened to me, ever. Normally I'm in there for 45 minutes to an hour whilst they put the container on. So, must be today is quiet for them. It is actually quiet down there, to be fair, because it doesn't look like there's actually any ships in at the moment being loaded or unloaded. So the rush has obviously gone. So yeah, I've now got a 3-hour drive back into Wales, but not before I've stopped somewhere and had some breakfast. It's finally Friday, and I am glad about that. I have got 2 more trips along the M4. My container for this afternoon has been cancelled, just because they haven't got enough space to take all the stuff in, so that's going to be pushed back to next week. Just come out of Leeds Delaware Services, where I've filled up with diesel again and got myself a cup of tea.
I've got about an hour till I get to this delivery, and then I'm taking the empty container down to the docks and picking up another full one for next week, so we can get ahead of ourselves a little bit. Yeah, it's going to have been a long week this week, just driving up and down this M4. I am very much looking forward to this week being over. And hopefully next week I've got something different, but I don't know yet.
I'm just getting down to the docks for what I hope is the final time this week. I need to have the empty container taken off and a full container put on. Take that up to the yard, and then I've got empty containers to take up to our storage yard for the weekend, so they're out of the way, and then I'll be going home. Should get all of that done hopefully by about 5 o'clock. And like I say, be me done for the weekend. It's been a very long week this week, despite the fact it's only 4 days. I've done 3 15-hour days, and it's looking like today is going to be a 13-hour day. So normal length days potentially for some truck drivers, but most of my days are around the 13-hour mark typically. So yeah, doing 3 15-hour days in a row, starting every day at either 2 or 2:30 until this morning when I had a nice late start of 3 o'clock. Yeah, it's definitely taken its toll on me, so I am very much looking forward to my rest this weekend. Well guys, that is me back in the yard. I didn't have to do any trailer swapping around and stuff like that, so yeah. This week has been a very strange week. Lots of repetitive work. So it's been a bit boring for me, so I can only imagine it's going to have been quite boring for you. I've got a variety of work next week. I already know what I'm doing for pretty much all the week. So yes, next week's vlog should be a bit more interesting. So yes, thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe, all of those good things. And I shall catch you guys in the next one.